No one saw this coming. Out of nowhere, a former NHL enforcer just lit a fire under the NHL off-season rumor mill, and fans in Toronto and Pittsburgh are buzzing. Is Mitch Marner heading to the Penguins? Grab your seat, hockey world. We've got breaking insight that could change everything about this summer's market. Let's dive in. The NHL never sleeps, and when respected insiders start throwing names around, you listen. Just hours after the Pittsburgh Penguins officially parted ways with head coach Mike Sullivan, a familiar voice added fuel to the fire of speculation. Paul Bissonnette, former NHL tough guy turned analyst, connected Mitch Marner of the Toronto Maple Leafs to none other than the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's put this into context. Sullivan's departure ends a decade-long era that saw 2 Stanley Cups in 2016 and 2017. It also opens the door for major shifts across the Penguins' bench and roster. But no one expected the Marner bombshell to drop this early. Bissonnette's comments came during a segment on the Pat McAfee show, where he didn't hold back in speculating that Marner, fresh off a 100-point season, could be the next big target for Kyle Dubas in Pittsburgh. Yes, that Kyle Dubas, the former Maple Leafs general manager who handed Marner his current $65.4 million contract in Toronto back in 2019 and is now leading the Penguins' front office. Here's what Bissonnette said word for word. One big-name free agent who really stands out is Mitch Marner. He hasn't signed yet. He's still a Toronto Maple Leaf for now, but Kyle Dubas loves the guy. He was with him in Toronto. There's a relationship there. This isn't just a passing comment. This could be a seismic shift in the Eastern Conference. Bissonnette went further, hinting at underlying tension between Marner and the Maple Leafs organization. The kind of friction that fuels trade talks and off-season drama. There's a little hostility between Marner and the Leafs, he said. They tried to move him at the trade deadline for Mikko Rantanen. That didn't happen, but it tells you where their heads are at. And that was even after Marner put up a 100-point season. Let that sink in. Marner had a career-best year, notching 102 points, 27 goals, and 75 assists in 81 games. He's also producing in the playoffs, with 7 points in just 4 games during Toronto's current series against the Ottawa Senators. And yet, the Leafs still considered moving him? That opens a world of possibilities. And Dubas, now calling the shots in Pittsburgh, might be the one who brings him in. The Penguins have the cap space and the urgency to reshape their core, especially after years of first-round exits and aging stars. Bissonnette also speculated that Marner could cash in big, really big, if he hits the open market. He's probably going to pull in $14 million a year if he goes to free agency. And why wouldn't he? He's at the top of his game, and teams will pay for his style of play and consistency. There's another layer here too. The Penguins aren't just rebuilding, they're redefining themselves. Dubas might be looking for a statement move. A player who can lead a new era alongside stars like Sidney Crosby. Or perhaps even take the mantle when that era ends. Imagine Marner in black and gold. Imagine him revitalizing a franchise hungry for a fresh face. This isn't fantasy anymore. It's starting to feel like an actual possibility, and now I want to hear from you. Seriously. If you're a Leafs fan, how do you feel about losing a 100-point playmaker like Marner? And if you're a Penguins fan, is this the superstar reset you've been waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if this kind of real deal reporting is your thing, smash that like button and show some love for the channel. It keeps us going, every single video. There's also the human side of this, something fans too often overlook in the middle of trades and stats and salary talk. Mitch Marner isn't just another name on a cap sheet. He's a player who's grown up in the Toronto spotlight. Drafted 4th overall in 2015, he became one of the faces of the franchise alongside Auston Matthews. Through the heartbreaks, the Game 7 exits, the pressure cooker media moments, Marner has been there. And through it all, he's delivered on the ice. But sometimes great players need a fresh start, and sometimes relationships fray behind the scenes, not because of animosity, but because of timing, direction, and business. Dubas knows Marner. He helped shape him into the player he is today. And if anyone can sell a vision of something new, in a city like Pittsburgh, with banners already hanging and legacies built, it's Kyle Dubas. That's what makes this rumor different. This isn't reckless speculation. This has legs, context, and emotion behind it. Will it happen? There are still 1,000 moving pieces. The Leafs are still in the playoffs and Marner has another year left on his deal. But if the groundwork for a major move is being laid, it's happening now, and Bissonnette might be the first to peel back the curtain. So as we head into what promises to be an explosive off-season, remember this moment, the one where the Mitch Marner era in Toronto might have quietly started its final chapter. You know, covering stories like this reminds me why we love this game. The players, the drama, the unexpected turns. If you made it this far, thank you. Really, your support means the world. Leave a like if this story moved you and let me know in the comments. If you were Mitch Marner, would you leave Toronto? Or is there still something left to fight for? This has been your trusted voice in hockey. Until the next big headline, stay sharp, stay passionate, and stay tuned.